quality in less than half the time. My goal is to put rapid ramen cookers in the hands of every single consumer of ramen noodles worldwide, and I'm looking for sharks to join me in that mission. I'm going to give you guys some ramen cookers so you can try it out.
You're not going to give us some noodles?
Absolutely. I'm going to bring some noodles to you as well.
I don't have a microwave here, though.
Thank you.
It doesn't come with noodles?
It doesn't come with noodles. It's just a cooker. And so you can see how beautifully cooked
You taste that guy.
those ramen noodles are.
Why not just do it, I mean, the old-fashioned way? Take a cup, put some water in it, you stick it in the microwave, you pour the noodles in, you eat it, you go to sleep, you wake up, recover from your hangover.
I've been making it in the microwave all my life, but you never get the stovetop quality taste. Sometimes
You're drunk. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Other bowls just heat excess water, and they're not specifically designed to cook ramen noodles.
Help me out here. You got a $300,000 ask, and I get 10% of the rapid ramen cooker. So the imputed value is $3 million.
Correct.
Now, before I put you in the microwave, explain to me why that makes sense. Tell me about your sales and how much cash you've made.
Absolutely. In the last 3 months, I've done over $164,000 in sales.
Wow.
How much do you sell the rapid ramen cooker for?
It's retails for $5.99.
Okay, and how much does it cost to make?
About 75 cents.
And it's all online? You don't have any retailers selling this?
Absolutely incorrect. We went from 0 stores to over 2,500 stores in the last 3 months.
Who are the stores?
We are in Rayleigh's, Albertsons, Safeway, Winco, H-E-B in Texas.
How did you get into all those stores?
Grinding, man. I just pick up the phone and call.
Good for you.
I love
Chris,
that.
is that all you?
Every single retailer that I've landed was all me.
If this keeps going, why can't somebody just knock this off?
It's patent pending.
What's patented?
It's the reservoir design of a container that cooks ramen noodles.
You seem very bright and very enterprising to me. I'd like to hear about your background.
Well, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 16 years old. At 16, there was nothing to do for teenagers, so I created dance parties. Charging $10 a head, I was making $4,000 in just one event. At 19 years old, I had my own modeling agency. When I got out of college, I started my own staffing company. With 0 in revenue, did over $1 million in less than 14 months.
What happened to that business?
That business is still rolling.
Do you own it?
I still own 100% of that
still
business.
running it?
Well, what I did is I hired my long-term employee to run the day-to-day operations of that company, and I've been focusing 100% on rapid ramen.
To me, that suggests that all you've done is jump from quickie business to quickie business to quickie business because either you lose interest or you can't run the business.
Absolutely not, Mark. With the staffing company, when we hit this recession, it was the biggest hit I've ever experienced in my life.
Fair enough. Look, I feel your pain, right? Everybody got hit.
Continued to happen. Staffing company has not recovered. But what I understood is that I could not part-time this thing. I had a huge opportunity here, so I put all my focus on rapid ramen.
What's your sales in the last month?
About 80,000.
And what percentage of that was through retailers?
About 80% is retail. My projections with just Safeway alone, you know, just selling 1 a day. Right now in Winco, we're selling 3 a day, 21 units a week.
What does that look like for the whole year?
For the whole year, we're expected to do over $2 million this year.
Okay, so something's not adding up here.
I'm having a problem, too.
If you're doing $80,000 a month with huge margins, you should be generating, you know, very quickly $300,000 in cash flow to reinvest in the business.
Right now, I have over $150,000 in receivables. But I look at our bank account, we're just turning through the
So you need capital for inventory.
We need capital for inventory.
You need $300,000 right now.
Based on our projection, we may even need a little more than that. But I take it off to $300,000 because I do have receivables coming in.
So your expectation is if I give you $300,000 today and you need another $1 million tomorrow, I'm going to fund that.
I hope you have the wherewithal to do that.
I think what happens here is you want to run with this thing, sell as many as you can until you burn it out. That's basically it.
Well,
because there will be competitors that come in at a lower price and squeeze that margin down to pennies. There's nothing proprietary about this. I understand you have a patent, but a small modification would do the same thing. You understand
Which leads
that.
to the question, how did you get to your valuation?
We're going to do $2 million this year.
You hope, yeah. It's hard to see.
I don't hope, Mark.
Well, of course he hopes.
Yeah, you hope. Just like when you had your staffing business, I'm sure things were great and you projected out a whole lot more. Just like when you had your model business.
What you're really saying is your business is worth $3 million on what? $200,000 in sales.
Well, I tell you this, if I were offered $3 million today to sell the company, I wouldn't sell it based on the growth that we're having.
If someone offered you $3 million today, you wouldn't take it.
I wouldn't take it, Mark. Undeniably, I wouldn't take it.
You're a fool. You're a fool.
Mark,
you're a fool. I'm out.
I don't know if I like your plan to burn up all my cash in inventory, because one day what happens to products like this is they stop selling. And whatever's sitting in the warehouse, you own it, and you got to eat it. If you're going to stay on your path, you need a big wallet. Happen to have one? All right? So here's an offer I'll make for you, okay? I think it may be the only offer you get. I will give you your $300,000. I want $1.10 every time you sell one until I get my cash back, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to sell 300,000 units. And after I get my cash back, I get 50 cents in perpetuity. Because this product's going to last about 2 years, maybe 3.
What equity are you taking?
0 equity. I don't want any equity. That is a real offer, and I think that actually encapsulates the risk I've got here. I need to get this capital back before this little fad ends, my friend.
Well, I'll tell you, I think even for you, back when you were eating in college, they ate ramen noodles.
Hey, I ate ramen noodles. I get it, but I didn't need to spend $5 to get this bowl. I figured it out on my own.
Well, I think that you are fantastic. I personally am concerned about somebody else trying to do this. That's one of my worries for you. So I'm not going to personally invest. I'm sorry, I'm out.
I appreciate you.
Chris, I tasted this fully expecting it to be mushy because I have tried to save 3 minutes on many occasions and stick it in the microwave and it doesn't work. This tastes exactly the same as if I cooked it on the stove. But I'm not totally sold. This is going to make you a ton of money. It's a one-time sale. I feel badly saying no to you because I like you a lot. I feel like Lori, for God's sakes. I like you a lot. But I'm out.
Chris, I love the story how you got here. I love the fact you did it on your own. A guy offered to buy my company for $5 million. I thought it was all the money in the world. I came home, I told my wife I'm taking the offer. I had the papers, and my wife said, why, you don't believe in yourself enough? I turned the offer down because my wife believed in me more than I believed in myself.
I'm going to start crying.
And a few years later, I sold for $100 million. Chris, my only issue with this is I can't get over the
Robert,
value
are we
of
going to
the
hold hands and
business
say
today.
kumbaya here?
300,000. The business is not worth $3 million. Shut up, Kevin.
What is this?
The business is not worth $3 million today. Help me get there.
Kumbaya.
Oh, stop it.
Kumbaya.
Kevin, give the guy a break.
This is business. Get to it.
This is business. This is the
seriously
guy's
here. This is
life.
his
Give him a
life.
chance.
Every store that I've contacted, I've been able to get in, and they're selling and they're moving product.
Chris, I want to be in business with you. Here's what I'm comfortable with today. I'll give you the $300,000 for 40%.
Wow.
That's giving you a pretty good value for a new company. And really, I'm taking you at your word because I think you're going to make it happen.
So you have 2 offers now. You've succeeded where many other people have not in Shark Tank. What are you going to do?
Three sharks are out, but Chris has 2 offers. $300,000 for a royalty of $1.10 per unit, which drops to 50 cents once the investment is paid back to Kevin. And $300,000 for 40% equity from Robert.
So you have 2 offers now.
If you don't mind, I'd like to make a call and...
You understand the nuances of both offers?
Yeah, yours is to basically hook me around the throat. And so I'm very clear about that.
I've been around a long time, my friend. I've seen these fads come and go, and I'm not saying this will go soon, but I don't know. So I'm reflecting it in the offer. He's taking out his risk premium in the form of 40% of your company. If you succeed, that's a whole lot. So have some respect for money.
Well, no, I appreciate it.
I've done it my way. Robert's done it his way. Now go make a decision.
Okay, thank you. I'll be right back.
I think you're asking for too much. We got to get some cash along the way.
Come to my deal, and I'll drop the royalty in perpetuity down to 40 cents, but I'm keeping it $1.10.
I like the fact you're getting cash along the way.
Yes.
Mr. Wonderful offered me a deal that wasn't so wonderful. As far as a royalty that exceeds the cost of the product, but no equity. And then Robert offered me 40% of the company, which just is outrageous.
Kevin, let's lower the dollar amount per product and lower the
You want to
equity.
drop it down to 70 cents?
Let's take it to 25% equity and lower it to 75
Okay,
cents.
what's the perpetual royalty? Is that going to be there's no perpetual royalty?
Well, that's the equity.
Oh, no.
The
You
equity.
want the equity and you want the royalties.
Yeah.
I think there's a lesson. Leaving the tank lets the water swirl.
All right, thanks for waiting, Mr. Wonderful. As far as your that
Well,
offer.
I want to tell you, Robert and I decided to get together because we see merits in both of our deals.
Yeah, I like the idea of getting some money along the way, but I like having equity also. So here's the good news. We're going to go in it together. We've lowered the equity amount, down to 25%, and we've lowered the royalty to 75 cents until we get the 300,000 back, and after that, 25 cents off every box.
It reflects the risk in your deal, and it provides you with the capital you need. And one way or another, you're going to have to capitalize this business.
Well, it siphons the cash as we're growing.
Let me ask a question. Tell me what you think is the most realistic number that you can do for the $300,000.
For the $300,000, the worst I would go is 20%.
Okay, but Chris, I look at the risks. I want my capital back sooner than you want to give it to me. So I'm putting a mechanism in place, and Robert and I have both agreed. I wasn't hot on the equity, he is. So we've married these two offers together to reflect both of our interests and provide you with the capital you need. Yes or no, Chris? This is your moment, yes or no?
I can't accept that offer at 25%.
Chris, I'll give you the $300,000 that you're looking for.
I thought you were out.
Nope. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to be creative, unlike some of these guys. $150,000 for 20% of your company for the equity, and I'm going to give you a $150,000 loan. And I'm going to price it the same I do for growth loans for all my Shark Tank companies, right? Which is significantly less.
The offers are practically identical.
No, they're not.
Because you're paying back the debt that we're providing you in a different way.
Chris, the beauty of the deal with royalty, it's just a different form of interest.
Completely
different. We're highly motivated to give you more money.
And you have no debt. You only pay it on the success of sales.
Chris,
you have debt. You owe this guy $150,000. That is forever until you pay it back. And if it doesn't work out, he owns the Rapid Ramen cooker. That's the evil of debt.
The difference is if your growth is explosive, like you think it's going to be, that royalty becomes much more expensive than the debt.
Look, Chris, we got to make a decision.
Mark, if you could do the $150,000 loan and the $150,000 equity for 15%, you have yourself a deal. And you know, I'm going to be the one grinding. I'm going to be the one making it happen. I will outwork every single one of your entrepreneurs.
You know what? Let's go.
Good deal. Right decision.
Good work. Appreciate it, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Making a deal with Mark Cuban is huge for me because I know to build wealth, it's all about proximity. You hang around 4 broke people, you'll be the 5th. You hang around even just 1 billionaire, that proximity can impact your life. Very happy about that.
Next time on Shark Tank.
We've never had somebody ask for $1 million in flip-flops.
I believe to do something truly amazing, there's got to be a little bit of crazy.
This is radioactive waste. It sucks.
Not impressed. You're giving me a lot of visions, but you're not giving me a lot of realities. Let me ask you this. You ever been in love?
Last time I had those feelings, my stock hit $100 a share.
There's at least 3 or 4 competitors.
They're nothing like us, though.
You tell.
You need some discipline in this business, and that's where I can help you.
Do we have a deal?
Wait a minute. I'm going to make you an offer.
A beautiful young woman took her own life, or did she? You decide. An all-new 2020 starts now.